I'm not a chance, and this is my short little friend, just in case.
She wants me.
We're out on the streets today asking people what they think about dating.
What does it mean to date someone?
It's a longing between male and female.
It means to be faithful. They're sort of the person that you're intimate with, and so you probably trust them on a different level than you do other people.
To use them for all they're worth, you know? I'm just kidding.
I'm probably not the best person to ask about that.
To date someone, I mean, I guess you would generally hang out. You'd probably be sleeping with them, at least at some point, because, my God, what's the point of dating if you're not going to have sex with them ever?
To exclusively hang out with someone, I guess, is what I think it's like. To get to know someone before you become serious with a person.
Respecting one another, respecting each other's territory.
I think there's a lot of labels on dating, you know? Like, what does it mean to date someone? You're committed to them, or you go on dates with them?
Like a commitment to somebody.
You can casually date someone, you can seriously date someone.
Going out to the movies, or another time going out to a restaurant together, and it's like a step before a real relationship.
I think dating to me sounds like more casual, just trying to get to know someone, hanging out, you know, nothing too serious.
I think dating on like a level where you're getting to know someone personally and deeply, like I think that's great, and that people should do that all the time.
You can just go on dates with somebody just as friends.
Not necessarily between just two people, like you can date several people.
Dating somebody is intentionally getting to know them, and in that seeking qualities that you would want in a husband or a wife.
You can get to know someone through dating before, I don't know. Yeah.
It means to spend time with a person and go out and do things and have fun.
That can backfire on you if you're too sheltered because the rest of the population gets ahead of you. And at that point, you become naive and be taken advantage of. On the other hand, you don't want to be at the cutting edge where you're, you know, out on the extremes of your own sense of morality.
You have a monogamous relationship where it's just you and the other person, you have a deep connection, and
it could involve, you know, physical contact and things like that.
It's a good thing for good young people to get to know each other, as long as they leave the sex part of it alone and get to learn how to love each other without sex.
I feel like nowadays it means more that you're exclusive with one person.
Interesting.
It can mean a lot.
Okay. When should two people start dating?
There's definitely a level of maturity that each person has on their own and doesn't really have to do with the age, I guess.
Spend time with other people in a big group until they really know who the other person is.
I don't know. If they really, really like each other.
You could probably start at a pretty young age, but getting physical probably should wait as long as it takes until you're ready.
Is that like 13, 14 is the standard? People start dating? Roughly. Probably don't start sleeping together until they're like 16, 17.
When they both can like comfortably talk about it.
I don't know, I think it's a good way to kind of find out who you are because you get to know other people better, so you get to understand yourself better.
When they feel some sort of spark between one another.
High school, like freshman, sophomore. Before that, it's not really, I don't think it's really like a real thing if you're like in junior high or anything.
I think that's a matter of personal maturity, but like some people would say like high school, or you know, because middle school it's pretty young. That's where you're in the phase where it's like, oh, I held her hand for 2 seconds and got sweaty, so I had to stop.
Like when you just want to get to know someone better.
12 or 13, some people might not be until they're 18 or 20. It's just really depends on the maturity level, I think.
I don't know. I would say high school, but I think a lot of times it can go wrong in high school. Relationships can go bad, not for the right reasons, or just people are too ignorant, I guess, or selfish.
Junior year was where like dating really changed for me, at least.
If dating is referring to like being alone with the opposite sex, I think that can be anytime both of them are responsible enough. If it is pertaining to a prelude to marriage, 16, 17, they should start experiencing, the interaction.
Well, when they feel that it's the right time, I suppose.
At this point, I would say that honestly, I think post-high school dating is better.
When you think it's comfortable and you can easily get along with the other person and you have a connection.
Should or shouldn't is not like really relevant to me, but it seems normal. Kind of, you want to say something's normal. It seems like kids in middle school start dating. That's like when hormonal changes are going, so I think it's a natural time.
I'm not sure it's the timeline. I'm not sure any age. Dating, I look at dating as going with a friend somewhere.
It doesn't matter how old you are, it's where your head's at.
It's probably a good indicator if the ones you love are discouraging you from it, because they really love you. They're gonna want you to be happy.
If they want to be committed, they should start dating. You're holding this so far in my face.
All right, join us next week while we talk about the details of dating. Not that you'd ever have a chance.